The 2025 Players Era Festival in men's basketball has been released, and it goes as follows. I apologize for looking down because I cannot memorize all this stuff. And I'm going to just explain the background of all this. Like, matchups have been like set, first of all, according to CBS Sports, and it's a Las Vegas-based event. Will feature 18 teams playing 3 games with the ultimate prize of an additional $1 million to the team who wins the event. Every school is already insured $1 million regardless for participating. The straightforward incentive, the additional financial rewards for the champion, is a trailblazing concept in college athletics and named bold by NIL. But there's obviously impacts of the house limit on the Players Festival that you could down the line here. But I'm just going to go over like the games for the men's basketball first. And all these times listed here on Eastern, just to make that clear. November 24th, Tennessee versus Rutgers at 1 p.m. Baylor versus Creighton, 2 p.m. Kansas versus Notre Dame, 3:30 p.m. St. John's and Iowa State, 4:30 p.m. Houston and Syracuse at 6 p.m. Oregon and Auburn, 8 p.m. Alabama and Gonzaga, 9:30 p.m. Michigan and versus San Diego State, 10:30 p.m. and Maryland versus UNLV at midnight. Now, November 25th, Rutgers versus Notre Dame, Rutgers versus Notre Dame is at 1 p.m. Iowa State versus Creighton is at 2:30 p.m. Kansas versus Syracuse at 3:30 p.m. St. John's versus Baylor at 5 p.m. Houston versus Tennessee at 6 p.m. Michigan versus Auburn at 8:30 p.m. Gonzaga versus Maryland at 9:30 p.m. Oregon versus San Diego State at 11 p.m. and Alabama versus UNLV at midnight. And they must have like different arenas, so they have so many games and so many with that time period. And obviously the 26th is like consolation / third place game at 7 p.m. while the championship game is at 9:30 p.m. And whoever like the teams, and it's all matches are dependent on like the Monday and Tuesday results, by the way. And teams that go 2-0 on Monday and Tuesday, like that, the first 2 games, will play the championship round on Wednesday. If there's an inevitability of more than 2 teams starting 2-0 by the end of like the second game result, it's going to be based on point differential, total points scored, and points allowed. That and will all affect the tally and serve as tiebreakers, just like in last year where Oregon won the inaugural 2024 event over Alabama. Just to let y'all know. So the impact from house settlement is, it's like the Players Era Festival, like, will payout structure last year involved like the organization sending money to a school individually instead of sending payments directly to players, generally speaking. And now, of course, the house settlement means like schools will legally and directly pay their athletes forward effectively, like starting yesterday, because it was July 1st when this was released. And how the schools wind up divvying up the money is a case-by-case basis. There's an expected $20.5 million cap for schools to pay their athletes if they're willing and able. So, and it goes on and on about this. So y'all could read that in the description below on the article. So anyways, if you like this content, like, subscribe, and see you guys later on the road to 8 unsubscribed scores, ultimate goals, 1,000 more, some more money. This course like video, comment video really helps YouTube algorithm. Some more people see it. Sharing the video does help as well. Some more people could watch it if you're watching. And not subscribe, hit subscribe button to read the notification bell as well.